This episode is rated M for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed on this show are those of the speaker and do not necessarily reflect those of the PFC Entertainment Network or any of the affiliates that make this show possible.
This is the Pure Fury Creations Entertainment Network.
From the gridiron to the ball diamonds, from the hardwood to the ice rinks, from the fairways to the octagon and everywhere in between. If it makes headlines, it's fair game on the Sports Reel podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network. And we welcome you to the Sports Reel podcast live on the PFC Entertainment Network. Along with Tim Sheridan and Eric Mendal, I am Jason Clouse. We certainly appreciate you tuning in. It's Tuesday night, so you know what that means. It means you get to spend the next 2 hours or so with us as we break down a lot of headlines, a lot of news, notes, rumor, innuendo, and everything under the sun in the crazy world of sports. Gentlemen, good to see you as always. One of the highlights of my week, I don't mind telling you. How's things in your neck of the woods?
It's dark. It's dark. It's dark after 5:30. Makes me very upset. Makes me angry, if anything, because I'm like, why we continue to turn back these clocks? There's no reason. Don't get me wrong. That extra hour of sleep was nice, but I'm already over it. I go to work, it's dark. I come home, it's dark. I'm like, it just makes me angry. But other than that, got to spend time with my daughter this weekend a little bit and went trick or treat, and that was a blast. She didn't think it was going to go good at first. She was a little scared of her brother and sister's costumes. But then after realizing it was just her brother and sister, I ran into Tim and his banana son, because his son went as a banana.
Chase was a banana.
Yep.
All right.
Other than that, it turned her out to be pretty good. She had a blast, and that's one thing I'm grateful for. Me and her mom co-parent very well, and it's all about raising her, and all the kids had a great time, and that's all that mattered.
Dude, that is such a huge blessing, and I can really appreciate that. I'm not going to get too granular on this, but I wish I could say the same, and that's all I'll say about it. So
that's fair.
To hear that, because at the end of the day, it is about the kids. So
100%. Whatever's going on with the parents is done and over with. It's about raising that kid and making sure that she has everything she needs. That's all that matters. That's why I told mom, I'm like, whatever's between us is gone. It's about raising her. Period. And I'm happy we're on the same page.
I'm glad to hear that, man. I really, truly am. It makes life a whole lot easier across.
Oh, yeah, it does. I can only imagine.
What did she dress up as?
She went as Bluey.
Okay.
She loves Bluey. That's her favorite show and all that is Bluey everything. She has a Bluey bed, blankets, everything. She had a blast. Didn't want to keep the hat on until the very end. I'm like, really? Been fighting you all night and you don't want to have it on, but now as we're getting ready to leave, taking pictures, you have it on. I'm like, it's a 2-year-old. Does what she wants. She knows it too. Yeah.
Well, hey, I can appreciate that. I have a daughter myself, and I can remember when she was younger. It was her world, man.
Oh, yeah. I'm just there. I bring her snacks and her juice and change her butt, and that's all I'm good for. Whenever she wants to play, she tells me to come on. I'm like, let's go.
Tim, Halloween went well for you as well?
Yeah, it went pretty good. Took the boy trick-or-treating there, the banana.
He was a banana. That's how I spotted him.
We went trick-or-treating over by Amy's mom's house and then the subdivision across the road from there. And then on our way back home, we dropped them at the beginning of our subdivision and ran back home while they were walking the neighborhood, grabbed the golf cart, and then went and picked them up and hit a bunch of neighborhoods. He came home with like 10 pounds of candy. So
damn,
he's been pretty sugared up over the last couple of days. the last night was great. I went and picked the wife back up. She's been gone all weekend. She went to North Dakota, did a little spelunking. If you don't know what that is, cave diving. So she had a very exciting weekend. So I was home alone. I mean, it was just me and Chase all weekend. So we just kind of did dude things. We watched a lot of fucking football, got real pissed off a few times. And then we watched the World Series. We just hung out, did dude things, ate some pizza. And then, that was my weekend. It was like, we ate tacos 2 nights in a row. My wife said it's like a couple bachelors sitting here just eating tacos every night.
I could eat tacos every fucking night. Oh my God, I love tacos.
That was Chase's call. He was like, can we do tacos tonight? And then we'll do leftovers tomorrow and have more tacos. And I'm like, yeah, easy enough for me.
Dude, it takes like 45 minutes to cook it, and they're quick and easy, and they're so good.
You eat it 2 nights in a row. I mean, the thing that sucked is my wife was out doing dangerous things, so.
I don't believe this, but okay.
I mean, I don't want to give away what she actually did, but I'm sure she'll probably give it away on her next stint there on the Clouse of the Heart podcast when you guys link back up and do an episode. So I got to come up with some random story so I don't give away her stories.
That's definitely got to happen this week, especially now that I know that she went, cave diving and all that shit. So I'm looking forward to hearing that story.
How are you, Jason? How are you?
Not bad, man. Not bad. Doing well. We talked a little bit before we came on the air. I'm in a little bit of a mood. I don't mind telling you, but everything's going to be okay. I know my surroundings are a little different this week. I'm actually set up in my dining room here because as soon as we get done here, I'm packing up my equipment, and I have a new project that I'm about ready to launch and unveil here on the PFC network. For the latest news on that, you can check it out later on this week at pfcnetwork.net. And as well as our traditional RSS feeds. We are simulcasting this live here tonight, of course, on Facebook, YouTube, and Riverside.fm. I did post the link here a moment ago on the Facebook feed. If you want to be on the show with us, you click that link. We get the notification. I bring you on to the show, or you can correspond with us through the traditional live chat options. So we have a lot to talk about here tonight. So let's go ahead and start with,
heartbreaker, the fucking heartbreaker.
I hope you're not talking about the World Series.
Yeah, I'm talking about
that wasn't a heartbreaker. I mean, me and Jason both called it. The Pope was never going to allow that shit to happen. So it happened exactly how we thought it was going to happen.
If I didn't want to drink these other 4 beers, I would throw them right at your head right now. You thought you both said Game 6, so the closest one to it was me, and I was said Game 7.
1 game off,
and you were so it was 50-50.
The Pope decided to keep this shit interesting this year.
I'm gonna have to come to your studio, Jason, because this guy pisses me the fuck off.
Well, the Los Angeles Dodgers did do it in 7 games, back-to-back World Series.
There's nothing better than Game 7, though, in the World Series, Stanley Cup, NBA Finals. So I will say this World Series did live up to the hype that it should have, and it was a great World Series. It wasn't no one-sided. It wasn't a sweep, and it had a lot of drama. In Game 6, when that ball hit perfectly at the wall and stuck, and I will give it to LA. The dude knew the rules and just put his hands up like, hey, what do I, he knew the rules, so I give him that.
It was the World Series that we were hoping for. I mean, and depending on who you were rooting for, you have a different feeling. A friend of mine, actually, Tim, I think you know him, Andrew Steele, of one half of the Steele twins that used to wrestle with us, went on Facebook, after the World Series had ended and kind of cut a promo, kind of challenging the fact that the Dodgers are the best team in baseball. But my argument is it wasn't a matter that Toronto choked. It was because, both teams played their asses off.
Dude, they were 1 inch away from winning the World Series.
Let me put it this
literally
way.
1 fucking inch away from winning the World Series.
Let me put it this way. If in game 6, the 9th inning, how LA got that double play at the very end, if that wouldn't have happened, Toronto would have won it in 6.
Yeah.
They had the momentum. They had the momentum in that inning in game 6, and that double play was, I'll give it to LA. That was great. That was a phenomenal double play.
That is baseball when it's done right. Now,
100%.
we can break every game down. Well, they shouldn't have done this, or there was a bad call here, or this, that. Look, that's baseball. There
was not a lot of bad calls, though, in the World Series, because they really let them play.
Yeah.
It's a game. Let them play. Like all they ain't, clearing, the bullpens and fighting. They're going to let them play, and they did.
They cleared the bullpens. They cleared everything, bro. Game 7 was so fucking intense.
It was.
And my girl and I had gone to a Halloween party on Saturday night, and it was more, her friends, her people, that type of thing. But thank God that they had the game on, and I was kind of like, I was paying attention to what was going on at the party, but like my focus was on the TV that they had set up in there. And while I couldn't hear what was going on, I could see what was going on. And then I saw the benches clear and the bullpens were emptying out. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. And I couldn't remember the last time I had seen anything like that during a World Series. And that really spoke volumes of what is going to set this World Series apart in the annals of MLB history. Because look, people have an opinion about the Dodgers because they're one of the super teams in MLB. The Toronto Blue Jays, they represented the American League, and people are going to have an opinion on the Toronto Blue Jays. But my thing is, while I would have preferred to see Seattle advance to the World Series because they had never been there before, I don't know if we would have gotten as entertaining, as hard fought of a World Series as what we saw with the Blue Jays. And a lot of that does tie into their fan base. Very, very, very passionate fan base for Toronto. And while I don't necessarily cheer for them on the regular, I came away from this World Series with a better respect for them, I guess, for the lack of a better term, a better appreciation for them. But make no mistake about it, the Los Angeles Dodgers came out and they demonstrated why they are the best team in baseball, Mr. Steele. And I understand you're pissed about how everything unfolded, but you cannot argue the fact that right now, as we stand, with them winning for the first time in their franchise history, back-to-back world titles, they are the kings of Major League Baseball. Eric, would you agree with that?
100%. I would have liked to see Seattle make it because they never made it, but I don't think they would have been able to hang up and give us the World Series that Toronto did, that Toronto and LA did. Game 7, the benches cleared. They gave us what we wanted. We wanted an exciting World Series, and would I like a different outcome? Yes. LA's doing something special. If they three-peat, it'll be the first team in a long time to ever. Has anyone ever three-peated in the World Series? That's a very serious question. I don't know.
Not since the New York Yankees, and I mean decades ago.
Yeah, decades ago. So and like they said, this was the first team to repeat in a long time. So I will give it to LA. They are doing something special, but I think the best team that had a chance to beat them was Toronto because they, like Tim said, they're inches away from that, and it was an exciting World Series, what we wanted. And will they come back and make the World Series again? Who knows? Anything's possible, but hats off to Toronto to making it because they got hot when they needed to. They got hot late in the end of the regular season, stayed hot through the playoffs, and they were able to carry it over and make it at least all the way to Game 7. If I was a professional athlete in that bullpen or that team and all that, you gave it everything you had. LA was just a better team. You made it to a Game 7. You literally went the farthest you could go to win it, and you were just an inch short. And a game, life and football and baseball is just a game of inches, and that's what cost them the World Series.
1 inch.
Yeah.
All right. Now I can get my feelings on this. Because truth be told, watching this, I watched.
See, I watched Game 6. I watched all of Game 6, but I didn't watch any of 7.
Oh, I watched all of 7. I watched almost all of 6. I watched the majority of this series, and I will be, I'm remiss to admit the fact that throughout this series, I slightly started rooting on Toronto because I seen the heart that went into that team. You know what I mean? Like, they wanted it. They wanted it big time. But at the same time, I also saw what the Dodgers were doing, and I have the utmost respect for quite a few of those guys. I brought up a post that I put on our Facebook page. If you haven't liked our Facebook page, search us out on Facebook. It's the Sports Real Podcast. Please give us a like. But I had put a post out there. What's the one starting pitcher? Yamamoto, or Jet Li, as I was calling him. That guy right there, hats off to him. Hats fucking off. Him and Shohei Ohtani. Both those guys marched out there. I mean, Yamamoto pitched 17 and a half innings throughout that series. I mean, he went out 2 full games after pitching I think 7 innings in Game 6. He comes back out of the bullpen in Game 7 to pitch 3 innings to finish that thing off. That's what I call heart, and that's what I utmost respect to those guys, because we have a pitcher right now who wants fucking $500 million for 10 years that gave up after 6 fucking innings and said, I'm done. When if he would have went 7, we would have probably been in the next fucking, the next round. We would have
played the Blue Jays.
Yeah, we would have played the Blue Jays. So to a guy who goes, there ain't no fucking quit in me, I'm going to go out there, I'm going to pitch the next night after throwing fucking 97 pitches the night before and pitch another fucking 3 innings. Hats off to these motherfuckers. Shohei, what did he start 3 fucking games in the World Series?
Yeah.
And batted the entire time. And he batted 333, I think was his average throughout the World Series. On top of starting 3 fucking games as starting pitcher. You want to talk about heart?
I think he started Game 3 when they went to that 18 innings.
Yeah. Like, you want to talk about heart? Those 2 guys right there, they have all the respect in the world coming from me. Like, they gave it everything they had for that team, for that city to win that series. You don't see that shit. I love Terry Skubal. Don't get me wrong. I know he's up for another Cy Young. But when you walk out after the 6th inning, after you're still throwing 100 miles an hour, and then you come out and say, I'm done, and then you come back and say, I want 10 years at $500 million, fuck you. When you got a guy who will sit there and pitch 97 pitches the night before and come back out in the fucking bullpen to help your team win a World Series, that's commitment. That's fucking commitment, and that's the type of players that we need in Detroit. Well, we don't need a fucking fancy Nancy motherfucker who can't pitch an extra inning to get your team to the fucking next level and then want the highest fucking contract in baseball. We want the guys who will just fucking do it. Shohei, he's got an incredible contract. He proved why.
You know why? You know why Screwball did all that? Because he knows his career ain't going to end in Detroit.
Well, I understand that.
Those guys know that his career is going to end in L.A., and they're already talking about, having this feeling next year and winning a 3rd World Series.
And I wouldn't be fucking surprised if they did, because they go the extra fucking mile to do it. I hope they
don't. Well, I hope they don't either. You know what that shows me, Tim, is that they still love the sport. They still love the sport, and it's not about this right here. It's all about the sport. They still love the game of baseball.
Well, if you don't understand, if you don't understand that, when you look at fucking Ohtani,
did you hit a button?
No, Jason did.
Okay, I'm like, I didn't see you hit shit. That threw me off.
If you look at Ohtani's contract, obviously it's fucking $700 million over fucking 10 years or whatever. But if you really look at the contract and you go, no, this guy just plays because he loves the sport, because it's only fucking $2 million a year through so many fucking years up until the end when he's not even playing anymore, and then he gets his money. So he's not making shit right now. Yeah, that's exactly there. It's the fucking Illich.
Well, here's
take some of that fucking pizza money and spend some fucking money, but pay it to people who are willing to put their fucking body on the line to win something. Well, and I did not see for that from Skubal, but I did see that from fucking Yamamoto.
Well, like how you said, he has a contract for so many years and all that, even when he's done playing. Side note is, this is the last year we're playing. He's not going to know who I'm talking about. We're finally playing. We're the final year we're paying Jesus, Justin Applicator. You know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're finally done paying him, and he's been done since 18, 19.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it was 18.
Yeah, we've been paying him like a mil something every year since he quit. So like if you're smart and you love the sport, you'll do what he did. You get that contract for so many years. Even when you're done, they're still throwing you. Here's your check. There you go.
Damn.
We're finally done paying Applicator. That's
actually very cool to say. That one, Eric. I appreciate that, man.
You didn't know that?
No, I mean I did, but like it's not something that anybody really talks about.
No, you don't think about that stuff. That those teams we had back in the day, we knew how to structure contracts and pay our players, and you wanted to stay here. You wanted to stay in Detroit. You wanted to stay in Hockey Town. But let's continue to talk about this World Series in baseball. Granted, our catcher got the Golden Glove Award. That is badass.
He did. Dingler got it. He had a phenomenal season. Hats off to him.
So I think that gives me hope for the Tigers next year. Let's get some more bats coming. We need to get some free agents, signings and all that, trades, whatever we need to do. But also they need to ship out the problem. He's starting to become a problem, in my opinion.
Before we get on that, I want Jace's feelings on Yamamoto, Shohei, how far they went, what they did for their team in order to win that. How do you feel about that compared to what our situation was?
My opinion on those two specifically has changed dramatically. I was not going to jump on the Shohei Ohtani fan train. There was it was too perfect. Like, there's no way this guy is coming over here and doing what he's doing without some degree of ulterior motives or whatever. What we saw during the World Series specifically. Now, I listened to a lot of baseball during the regular season, especially teams on the West Coast. I am a third shifter. Everybody knows this. So I have the MLB app on my phone. So, while there's West Coast games going on at 10 o'clock at night, I'm listening to this shit. I'm listening to the Dodgers. I'm listening to the Mariners. I'm listening to the Giants, Oakland, or what was Oakland. I had my reservations about Yamamoto. I had my reservations about Ohtani. Ohtani especially because there was so much spotlight put on him. Yamamoto came in, and while he was good, he was overshadowed, especially when Ohtani came over from the Angels. But what Yamamoto did during the course of this World Series, and like we sat here last week and put a lot of praise on Freddie Freeman and what he was doing. Yamamoto, his performance, to put it more locally, I haven't seen anything like that across the board since Willie Hernandez in '84. And what his expectations were and what he was able to come in and do for the Detroit Tigers the last time they won a World Series. Nobody deserved the MVP of the World Series more than Yamamoto. And for me to say that, and it's not a nationality thing. It's not because he's Asian or anything like that. I felt I'm not one that jumps on the bandwagon when everybody is putting a block of time and spotlight on a particular player, i.e. LeBron James. I will never root for that motherfucker. Okay. But Yamamoto came out of the shadow of Shohei Ohtani and put on a performance that every aspiring athlete that has any interest in professional baseball should at least take a look at and study. I really appreciate what I saw. I appreciate the sportsmanship. I appreciate the fire that they had. Like, they're here because they want to be here. They're not here to just to collect a paycheck. And they are true ambassadors of how great baseball can be, not just here in America, not just in Major League Baseball, but they can be a positive role model and example across the motherfucking world. Straight up.
I respect that. I respect that opinion, unlike Tim's, because it's Tim.
My opinion was the same fucking opinion.
No, I just like chasing.
Mine was just more angry.
Yeah, that's
because
why.
I was
just
pissed off at fucking Scooble.
I didn't like your
while
anger.
looking at the way that they
anger.
fucking played. He's got a point there.
I'm glad you brought up the Scooble thing, because Tim, I thought the exact same thing.
It's because they love the sport still. Scooble's all about the money. He knows he's going to be done after a couple of years. He's trying to get his money out of what he's good at.
And here's my other thing.
And I will say I respect it, but it sucks because you're with the Tigers right now, and it's like, dude, I wish you were that guy that went to the 8th inning against Seattle, because you would have made it where we would have went there. There's no way Seattle would have got away from us in that game.
Do you know why I cannot get on the Tarek Scooble fan bandwagon? Here's my thing.
Because there's too many people on it.
No, well, I mean, there's that, but as good as he is when he's playing, and he is, and I'm not taking anything away from what he can do on the mound.
No, it's just like our AJ said. When it's Game 7 and you hand the best pitcher in baseball the ball, you're confident, and he was, and he had every reason to be.
I just don't feel like he has any passion towards this team. He's here. Yeah, I feel like he's here to do what he can do to move on to a bigger market, to a New York Yankees, to the Dodgers, to Boston. He doesn't want to be in Detroit. And I cannot stand, and I know it's because they're our team. They're our hometown team. But God damn it, man, we have seen in the past, and not just baseball, we've seen it in basketball, we've seen it in the NHL. When you have a group of players that actually want to be here, that actually want to represent the city, look at what the fucking Lions are doing and what they have done. Those players want to be here. And because they want to be here, that takes their talent that they have, their fundamental raw talent, and there's another layer to this, because then the fans get invested and they start feeding off one another. I don't feel that with Tarek Scooble. Tarek Scooble just wants to get fucking paid. And I think about Juan Gonzalez in, what year was it that he came in? He made no bones about the fact from day fucking one. We got him from Texas. He was just here to collect this monster paycheck. He didn't want to play in Detroit. He hated the Tigers. And I'm starting to get a low-key feeling like that about Scooble. He can put on all of his fucking posts. Oh, thanks, Detroit. Thank you. I love you. Bullshit. You're here to put yourself on a platform here in Detroit so that you can use Detroit as a bridge to the Yankees, a bridge to the Red Sox or to the Dodgers. Fuck off. Go. I am not going to shed one goddamn tear when the news comes down that he signs with the New York Yankees, because I feel like that's where he's going. And I am not going to give two flying fucks about it when it happens. Get rid of him. Bring in somebody else that actually wants to be a part of this team. Now we're starting to see Verlander's name pop back up in the headlines about him wanting to come back to Detroit. Not necessarily as a starter, but we need a Justin Verlander here to get these younger pitchers on the pedestal that they are trying to achieve. And somebody that actually wants to be here is going to be the one key element that makes that a reality.
That would be amazing to get a Detroit legend to come back and coach where he, like, just like Miggy. just like Miggy does. Just like Lindstrom does recruiting for the Red Wings. You get old players that want to be a part of the organization they were a part of for so many years and put their blood, sweat, and tears into it. That's what makes you a great place. But honestly, I think you got to show the players that Detroit is a great place to be. Period. It's a great place to be. Look at Stafford. He was here for 12 years. He went through a lot of ups and downs, a lot. And as soon as he left, he got that ring he wanted. And does it suck? Yes, because I wish him and Calvin would have put a Lombardi trophy in Ford Field. I wish they would have. That would have been great. But you get people that actually care about Detroit. I could see how you're saying school ball is just about a paycheck, and I get it, because a lot of these younger athletes are getting that their bodies are going to hold up so long. Get your money now. Why do you think football players are waiting for that big contract? Why do you think Aiden Hutchinson just got a huge contract? He knows he's not going to do it forever, but he needs his money now, so he's set for life. So that's what school ball is doing. So I respect that to a point, but if you don't want to be in Detroit, then go.
That's the difference, especially when you.
Just like the bad boys. All the bad boys in that team wanted to be here. Wanted to be that different team. Didn't want to be no Celtics. Didn't want to be no LA Lakers. They didn't want to be anyone else. They wanted to be the Detroit Pistons that came in there, won 2 championships in that decade. So it wasn't just always LA and, Boston. And they did that. And they should have won 3.
Should have.
They should have won 88, 89, and 90. If Isaiah Thomas didn't mess up his ankle in that game, they would have beat LA. 100%.
Yep.
They had their number then, and they would have won 3. They would have three-peated, and then the Jordan era came, and, we were beat up and we couldn't do anything. But if we, that's what happens. Those guys wanted to be here.
Nobody's doing anything in the Jordan era. That guy was a fucking phenom, greatest player to ever play the fucking game. Fuck LeBron.
We'll get into the whole LeBron thing
a little bit,
because I cannot with this motherfucker. I just cannot with him. And I have
he's a drama queen.
He really is. We'll save that for a bonus episode, I feel like, because I could spend an hour plus breaking down why he is
a bitch
of the NBA.
Yeah, we'll get into that in the spring after football is done and we're starting to run out of fucking elements and we do another fucking movie podcast, which was a lot of fun. We need to do another one of those coming up next year.
Agreed.
But
I think we all wrapped up about the baseball.
Well, I just wanted to put out there while we finish up wrapping up with baseball. I want to say hats off to the Dodgers.
No, fuck Dodgers.
I understand that, but I saw a lot of heart from a couple players on that. The overall team, a lot of heart, and they still love baseball, and you could see it, to put your body on the line to go out there to win that series. They're still playing for their city. I know we didn't like the fact that they were in there. It's a super team, whatever. And it's only a super team because their fucking owners are willing to pay the money to have all those players there. If we had an owner like that, they would do the same fucking thing. They got all that fucking pizza money. You want to win a fucking World Series? Pay these motherfuckers. You know what I mean? You have to pay. It doesn't matter. These motherfuckers own Little Caesars. They own the Red Wings. Pay these motherfuckers.
They own 3. They own 3 of the teams in Detroit. They own the Tigers, Red Wings, and Pistons.
Yeah. Well, no, the Illiches don't own the Pistons.
Illiches don't own the Pistons.
Okay, so the old man was going to buy them, but he didn't make it happen until. Okay, so that's what I thought. I knew he wanted to buy them.
Well, real quick, why we finish up with baseball right here. If the old man was still around, still running shit,
it'd be different.
Would this be, because he had no problem playing?
No, he
would we have a different Tigers team right now? You know what I mean? Or would this thing still be all fucked up?
No, 100%. I agree with that 100%. We'd have someone else. We'd have a whole different team, and we'd be contenders.
We would have been in the World Series a couple of times at this point, because he got a taste of it in 2006. He got a taste of it in 2012. And with the stacked, especially the 2012 roster, I know Eric have gone back and forth which team was better, 06 or.
I still think 06. I still think 06.
And I can understand it and I can respect that. But you look at the star power, you look at the power lineup in 2012. There was no shit reason why we got swept.
Yeah, at least we. That's what I'm saying. At least 06, we didn't get swept. We released one game and gave us some hope, but then we still got our ass kicked.
Mike Ilitch, because of the success that he had with the Red Wings, he really wanted to have that with the Detroit Tigers. That was his first endeavor in the whole sports thing. So if he was still here, God rest his soul, we wouldn't be having this conversation. But he's got his fucking moronic kid running the show that has no fucking idea how to run a sports franchise. No idea. And we would not be having this conversation right now if Mike Ilitch was still here and still able with the capacity to run the Detroit Tigers. There ain't no fucking way. We would be talking about the Detroit, not just us because we're based here in the state of Michigan, but the national media would be talking about the Detroit Tigers in the same breath as the Boston Red Sox, in the same breath as the Toronto Blue Jays or the New York Yankees, one of the elite teams of the American League, because we were there for the majority of the regular season until All-Star break. So this is a demonstration of why Chris Ilitch either needs to sell this team to somebody who knows what the fuck they're doing, or put in a
Fords.
General manager. There it is.
Sell them to the Fords. The Fords are fucking actually paying players and making a relevant team. Sell them to the Fords.
Or don't even sell them to the Fords. Sell them to homeboy who owns the Cavaliers and all the other shit down in Detroit. What the fuck's his name?
No, sell them to the Fords.
Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert. Dan Gilbert's willing to pay money.
Nope. Sell them to the Fords.
Right. I don't think the Fords have the money to run that many franchises.
They own a.
They own
car.
Ford.
They own a car that you drive and I drive, and not cars that Jason builds, but they own. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have the money to buy them.
I understand they have the money to buy them, but right now let's focus the Fords on the Lions because that's where we need them. But Dan Gilbert, like if he bought the Tigers, obviously he wouldn't buy the Pistons because he already owns an NBA franchise. But if he bought the Tigers, I think they'd be in a lot better situation. Obviously, buying the Tigers, you'd have to buy the Red Wings most likely too. And Scott made a point here. All Chris cares about is making profit. He doesn't care to invest in it. That's fucking highlight that shit, Jason, because that's the truest thing. And he gets away easy in hockey because hockey has that tight salary cap. You don't have to pay a lot to your players in hockey. But in baseball, there's really no cap. I mean, you have to pay luxury tax and all that other shit on some of these high-end players, and he's just not willing to do it. But yeah, it's all about profit.
Well, we've talked a lot about baseball. I'm getting upset about it. Let's get into. Let's jump into basketball. We'll do a quick basketball segment.
Yeah, let's look at. I'm rocking the Pistons gear this week.
Yeah, you definitely need an older shirt because the new logo fucking sucks, and the older logo is so much fucking better.
This is the Pistons to me because whatever they're fucking rocking now is garbage.
That's what they're rocking.
No, this is the classic Pistons logo. This is back from the fucking 80s. I don't know what the fuck. You're a 90s baby, so you grew up with the fucking horse weird shit.
That was great.
Yeah, that was garbage.
That was an iconic fucking logo.
That was garbage. This is iconic. This is the shit they were running. When they won the championships, they were running this logo.
Was he dropped on his head as a kid? I think he was.
Jason, what logo were they running when they won the championships? It was this.
The one that you have on right now. Eric, brother, I love you. I appreciate you. I respect you.
That looks like the new logo. That looks like the new logo.
No, they went back to the old logo.
Well,
they dropped the horse shit.
The horse shit looks fucking better.
I hated the horse shit.
Eric,
you're talking, motherfucker.
Oh, I'm bringing it. I'm going to bring it, man. The teal horse shit was awful.
The teal one was awful. The teal one was awful.
That was for you.
But the blue one and the white one, it looked good with it.
No. No.
Get into how they're playing. Shut the fuck up, Tim. We'll get into how they're playing. We're not. This will be a conversation for winter when there's no football. We can argue for a fucking good hour on it, and I will argue until the day I die.
You're a '90s kid. You
Shut
like
the
that
fuck up,
horse
Tim.
shit.
I'll fucking horse you. I don't even know what that means, but I will.
The Pistons are currently sitting in a tie for third place in the Eastern Conference.
So they moved up. Okay.
Yep, a half a game behind the respective 5-1 Philadelphia 76ers and 5-1 Chicago Bulls.
Okay.
Pistons are sitting at 5-2 right now with the Milwaukee Bucks. Rounding out the top 10 in the Eastern Conference right now, the Miami Heat, New York Knicks, Cleveland Cavaliers, Toronto Raptors, Atlanta Hawks, and the Orlando Magic. Over on the Western Conference side of things, right now, Oklahoma City Thunder remains undefeated at 7-0. Right behind them are the San Antonio Spurs and the Los Angeles Lakers. A game and a half behind the Oklahoma City. Oklahoma City is starting to show some resurgence in the dominance that they enjoyed here a couple of years ago, getting right back into the thick of things here. Let's look at in the division right now. In the Central, the Pistons are tied for second place, again behind the Chicago Bulls. Just a half a game behind right now. They are 2-1 at home, 2-1 on the road. So right now the Pistons are doing fairly well. You know, they're hanging in there. With this last week, I do have a graphic of what the week ahead looks like. I'll be bringing that up here in a moment. Any of you guys been watching the Pistons on television?
A little bit.
Yeah.
I've been paying attention to them just because I know Eric has been paying attention to hockey, so I've been trying to transition over into basketball a little bit too when it's not football. And let me tell you, Cade Cunningham is a fucking treasure to us. That guy is setting records this year, and he's fucking balling out. Like, he is playing his ass off for the Pistons, and I'm feeling real good where they're at 5-2 right now. And I definitely think this could be another playoff run year this year.
I mean, listen, we understand. We all understand. Before anybody jumps all over us, we know we're very early into the season. We get it. But the fact of the matter is, the Pistons at this point, a couple of years ago, they were in the basement, and there was no looking up. Like, they were becoming the laughing stock of the NBA. Yeah, they would be where the Brooklyn Nets are right now, or the New Orleans Pelicans, or
the Pelicans. I'm gonna get a jersey just to piss you guys off.
Oh man! But the fact is, the Detroit Pistons. Cade Cunningham has been a game changer for this franchise,
and he likes Detroit. He wants to be here. That's the thing.
I agree. I totally agree. Let's look at what they did here last week. Let me pull it up here. Of course, it's going to give me an issue.
Tim, I forgot I got you something today. Boom, right there.
Fuck you, Tim.
Right.
You got excited too. I seen that sparkle in your eye, and I just gave you the bird, bitch.
All right, they did defeat the Orlando Magic 135 to 116.
Yep.
Very, very decisive victory over Orlando. Saturday, another winning effort over the Dallas Mavericks, 122 to 110, and then on Monday they were on the road in Memphis and picked up a 114-106 win over the Grizzlies. The Pistons are on a roll.
Can I say something real quick?
No, you can't. I was about to talk.
Hold on. The Memphis Grizzlies, right?
Mm-hmm.
There ain't no fucking grizzly bears in Memphis, Tennessee. So what the fuck?
There was in Vancouver, and that's where the team was relocated from.
So it doesn't make any fucking sense to me. It's almost as bad as the Pelicans.
Okay, but I'm just
Eric, go
saying.
ahead.
It sounds like the Pistons are cleaning up those turnovers that they got.
Yeah.
They strung away through. They strung, 3 wins in a row. That's a good start. That's
They've
a very, very good start.
The last few games that I watched, they've reversed it and they've been taking the ball away a lot more than they've been turning it over, which has been great.
It's because they were listening to the Sports Reel podcast here on the network. Our friend, friend of the show, Ronnie Harris had chimed in last week. I actually reached out to Ronnie because I work with him actually, and I asked him if he wanted to, because he's a big NBA fan. I'm like, hey, we need an NBA correspondent on here, so come on. And he's contemplating it, but he made mention of the turnovers, and then we see what they did last week. Since last week's show, was on the air, and look what the Pistons have done. So people are paying attention to what the fuck we're talking about. We're not just here to be, cute and a couple of chuckles here and there. We know what the fuck we're talking about.
Well, at least one of us is here to be cute, and that's me.
Of course.
I'm a handsome motherfucker.
Well, it's because you're not wearing a teal horse on your shirt.
Exactly. Because that would be fucking trash.
We're not getting into this.
Absolute trash.
When I buy a Pistons shirt, it's going to be an old one like that to fucking piss you guys.
I mean, I guess 90s nostalgic, but I was an 80s baby, and this was the logo in the 80s, bro. So fuck off.
Facts. All right. Is there anything else you want to bring up as far as the NBA is concerned, Tim?
No, not right now. I mean, there was some moves around, but I posted them all on the fucking Sports Real Podcast Facebook page. So if you haven't followed it, please go Sports Real Podcast page on fucking Facebook. Also, we have an X account, Sports Real Podcast, and we have an Instagram account, Sports Real Podcast. Please go like and share all of them. And pretty soon here, I've been kind of playing around with TikTok a little bit. So I know Jason has the PFC Entertainment Network page, but I've also been doing another one that I'm going to transition to the Sports Real Podcast too. So we can just get this shit out there. So please go like them all. It helps us out a lot. So, but the majority right now, I'm focusing on Facebook. So please go like the Facebook page if you're listening.
I mean, you're on there anyway. It takes you less.
Scott, damn it, Scott. You just ruined my day. I thought we were friends. We were agreeing on so much. We had so much agreements going on here right now.
Thank you, Scott. You need to highlight that just to piss Tim off because he's a little bitch.
I thought we were becoming best friends, Scott, and then all of a sudden you had to come out with that. Damn it.
I like Scott.
Yeah, Scott's and then he has to share it, and then you got to highlight that shit.
Mm-hmm. Scott's a great guy, but let's get into these Red Wings. Let's get into hockey.
I appreciate
hockey's
you,
definitely
Scott.
better than
all right. While you talk hockey real quick, I have to. I've drinking a lot of beer in the last few hours.
I go tinkle.
I have to tinkle, and since I haven't watched any hockey, I was focusing on football and basketball and baseball. I'll let Eric lead off hockey with Jason here, so I'll be back in momentarily.
Okay.
Well, the Detroit Red Wings are now tied atop the Atlantic in the Eastern Conference of the NHL, tied with the Montreal Canadiens at 18 points apiece. Pretty productive week this week. The last 10 games, they have gone 7-3.
That's very impressive. That's very good.
It is, especially when you're looking at the caliber of opponents that they've been playing against here recently. I mean, some of the elite. I mean, they were on the western side of the country last week with games in San Jose, Los Angeles, Anaheim. These teams always seem to show up against Detroit. Detroit has been they've maintained some degree of momentum in the last. Eric, what's your biggest takeaways from last week in the NHL?
Well, you went to LA, forced overtime and won the shootout. That would like it in regulation, but you got the W in shootout, so you got those 2 points. Then you go to Anaheim and you drop the ball, and I think you lost 5-2, correct?
I'm bringing that up right now. I believe that's accurate. I'm going to bring that up right now. Stand by. Okay. They beat the Kings in a shootout and then lost 5-2 in Anaheim.
And then you went to the Sharks and beat them, I think 2-1.
3-2 in a shootout.
3-2. Okay. That went to shootout too. I didn't know about that. And then the next game I did not get the score to or pay attention to.
They did not play on Monday.
Okay, so they probably play tonight or tomorrow then.
They play on
Oh, we got Pepper. What's up, Pepper?
Okay, hang on. The way the NHL website is set up is weird. They do play tonight in Las Vegas against the Golden Knights.
Yep. Yeah, I remember you bringing up the Golden Knights, and that's going to be a tough team because they're not a slouch team. They're a very good team.
Isn't that crazy, though? I mean, in terms of being an expansion team, how quickly they assembled not just a good team, but they wound up winning the fucking Stanley Cup. I mean, very shortly after their inception into the NHL. This is how the week breaks down. Tonight, they're playing the Golden Knights. On Friday, they will be back home to play the Rangers, and then Sunday against the Blackhawks. Blackhawks in Detroit, one of those rivalry games in the annals of NHL, just because they're original six teams, and there's always a little bit more.
Oh yeah. There's more fire in that game because it's original six. There's a lot of history there, and Chicago and Detroit go back and forth all the time.
Absolutely. Now, to tie it back a little bit with Tim and the Detroit Pistons, real quick, what their week looks like. Tomorrow night, they're at home against the Utah Jazz. Friday, they will be in Brooklyn to play the Nets. Sunday in Philadelphia. Monday, back home to play the Washington Wizards. But looking at the Red Wings here, Eric, Golden Knights, obviously, would you agree that's of the three games that's on their docket this upcoming week, that's the game that's going to give them the biggest issue?
Yeah, I'd say so, but also you can never count out the Blackhawks because it's the Chicago and Detroit. It's pardon me. There's a lot of history there in Detroit and Chicago. Now that we're in the East, there at one point there could be a Blackhawks and Detroit Stanley Cup, and if that were to happen, that would be one hell of a series. You already know that. Yeah, that 100%. Would be nuts.
100%. I could not agree more.
But I would definitely say the Golden Knights is probably the top priority. The Rangers, they're always tough. They're always a good team. They're original six.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. And so then you got you got three tough games. You can't take any days off in the hockey or any sport. So hopefully they're prepared, and they if they could win all three this week, that'd be great.
Just looking real quick to see where the Blackhawks are at in terms
they're like last.
Well, they're not even in the top 10 in the Western Conference right now. Let me break it down by division here.
Yeah, they're not doing good.
No, they're really not. Which is again, the natural rivalry between Detroit and Chicago. I don't care what sport we're talking about. These two franchises, these two cities have a natural rivalry. They bring their A game for these type of games. The New York Rangers are sitting in the 5th place in the Metropolitan Division in the Eastern Conference. But, again, we're still very early on in this NHL season. New York, especially the Rangers. I don't know, the Islanders too, to some degree, but it seems like there's a lot more emphasis on the Rangers for some reason. Just like when you break it down by baseball, like there's a lot of there's more Yankee fans than Mets fans. You know what I mean? So the Rangers and the Islanders have a similar dynamic going on, being original six and all that. But the Red Wings are on a roll right now, and they have a very winnable week ahead, coming out of and being on the better side of that. Las Vegas is going to be tough, and I agree this is going to be their biggest challenge this week. But that's not to overlook New York, and it's sure shit not looking to overlook Chicago. So
you don't overlook anybody. You're a professional athlete. Anyone can be beat on any given day.
I'll give you that, but let's be honest. It doesn't matter what sport we're talking about. There are teams out there. God bless them. I mean, they're trying, but more often than not, unless there's some stroke of luck, a franchise will go into a losing team's market and know that they're going to win that game, or they're going to win that.
Yeah, but you got to prepare like you're playing the best team, because if you're not on, they'll catch you, and they're there for a reason. You made it all the way to the MLB, NHL, NBA, NFL, National Curling Team, whatever that is stands for. Tim probably knows,
yeah.
But you make it that far. Anyone can be beat on any given day, but if you take it lightly, it's not going to end well for you. And you've seen it. We've seen it before, plenty of times.
I'm listening to you, Eric. I saw the comment on here where Facebook is having a buffering problem.
Oh, dude, Facebook is, I don't know if they cut us or what's on. We still have, Facebook's dead.
Okay.
So
for those who can hear us, and if you are having issues on the Facebook feed, jump over to YouTube, look for PFC Entertainment Network on YouTube. We are live on there right now as well. And there is a chat option on there if you are having continued problems on Facebook. This is why we simulcast right here.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with Facebook right now, so I do apologize to everybody. It's still seeming that some people are logging in. I don't know if they're staying with us or not. I'm trying to stay with us. It's locked down in the beginning of the show now. So Facebook is pretty much dead. So also, if you are trying to listen to us and you're not catching us right now, at some point today, tomorrow, I mean, usually you drop it the night of or the next day, we'll have the RSS feed up on Spotify, and all your major outlets for podcasts. You can search the PFC Entertainment Network on any one of those and catch us on those and rewatch the show at that point. I recommend Spotify because the video is phenomenal, and you get video with it. You can bring it up on your TV. I watch it all the time on our TV, and the video is fucking just spot on.
It's called Spotify. It's spot on, duh.
Yeah.
I think we wrapped up hockey. We'll see what happens this week. We'll see what's going on, and hopefully the Red Wings continue their streak. But let's dip in a little bit into college football and get into the NFL, because it was a crazy week, and Tim's pissed, and I'm not too happy, and it does happen. But on a side note, it's been 2,156 days since the Ohio Buckeyes have not beat the Michigan Wolverines, so we're gonna keep that going.
All right, let's look at some of the big results from last weekend's scoreboard here in NCAA, specifically the Big Ten. Ohio State picked up a 38-14 win over Penn State. Big win there for Ohio State. Indiana rolls over Maryland 55-10.
I cannot wait for Indiana and Ohio State to meet, because I think Indiana is going to give them – I think they'll beat them. I really do. The way they're playing, I think they will beat them.
Now, if they were to do that, would you consider that the biggest upset in the last 5 years?
Yeah.
I would have to agree. Elsewhere, Georgia 24-20 wins over the Florida Gators. Ole Miss picked up a 30-14 win over South Carolina Gamecocks. What a great name that is, but I don't mind telling you. Georgia Tech loses a heartbreaker, 36-48 over NC State. That was a huge upset. Vanderbilt losing to Texas, 34-21. SMU picked up a 26-20 win over Miami. Notre Dame, 25-10 winners over Boston College. Texas Tech beats Kansas State, 43-20. Oklahoma picks up a 33-27 win over Tennessee. Virginia over California, 31-21. The Michigan Wolverines, 21-16 winners over Purdue. Utah, 45-14 over Cincinnati. And West Virginia, 45-35 winners over Houston. Those are your top 25 teams' results. What stands out here, Eric?
I'm happy Michigan didn't struggle with Penn State, Purdue. Mm-hmm. I'm honestly surprised with Penn State firing their coach, they didn't put up more of a fight against Ohio State, because usually that's a very, very big game. Usually that's a very close game, honestly.
Yeah.
Ohio State kind of rolled over them, and the other one's kind of Indiana rolling over Maryland. We knew that was going to happen. Maryland's they're a mediocre team, but any given day someone can be beat. But the way Indiana is prepared, playing, and how many good players they got, I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the national championship this year. With how they're playing, I could see it 100%. They're not just beating people; they're rolling over them. They're putting up numbers. They're non-stopping the foot on the gas, and that's what they need to be. And I think their biggest challenge, I don't think it will be Ohio State. I really don't.
Let's look at the top 12 in the country right now. We will make mention, just because of locally here, Michigan at number 21 here. Mm-hmm. Maintained their spot at number 21. But looking at the top 10, Notre Dame moved up 2 spots to the number 10 spot. Texas Tech at number 9. BYU at 8. 7 is Ole Miss. 6 is Oregon. 5 is Georgia. 4 Alabama. 3 Texas A&M. 2 Indiana. And, of course, the Ohio State Buckeyes at number 1.
You need to swap those two. You need to swap 1 and 2. Indiana deserves to be ranked number 1 the way they're playing. 100% in my opinion. And I honestly think Texas A&M is playing better than Ohio State. I really do. I really do. I think for being in the SEC now, Texas A&M I think is playing a lot better ball than Ohio State is.
So why is it, do you think, that Ohio State maintains the number 1 spot here consistently?
Because they won the national championship last year,
and that's all it is.
And they got that reputation, that they are a good team. But I haven't watched many of their football games, so I don't know. But the way Indiana and Texas A&M are playing right now, I think they're the better team. They're the better teams.
Tim, did you have an opportunity to watch any college football this past weekend?
No, I was buried in a TV with World Series basketball and NFL.
Work. He worked Saturday, so it's hard for him. I remember
my wife was spelunking.
But I don't know. I think that's it. And I don't know who Indiana plays next or who Ohio State plays next, but I know it's getting down to the wire where the games are going to mean more. And I know November 28th, Ohio State plays Michigan, and that don't matter what we're ranked or what we are. That's a tough game. We've proved it the last 4 years. Like last year, my opinion, I didn't think we were going to win. I didn't even think it was going to be a contest, and we beat them 13-10. And we went into Columbus to do it. Now you're coming to the big house, and you have all this hype around Bryce Underwood and all that. That's going to be a tough game for Ohio State. I really do. I really think so. Because our running game's getting better. Our defense is getting better every week. And Shrowmore's 3-0 as a head coach against Ohio State. Even when he was an offensive coordinator, when Harbaugh got suspended, he still beat them.
Indiana will be at Penn State on Saturday.
Okay, so that'll be kind of a test. Penn State's always a tough team.
Ohio State will be at Purdue.
The last time I remember Ohio State playing at Purdue, they got upset when they were like ranked number 2. So you never count out the Boilermakers. That's where Drew Brees came from. That's a fun fact. I bet you Tim didn't know that.
Drew Brees?
Yeah, he came from Purdue.
Los Angeles Chargers.
He did get drafted by the Chargers and then traded to the Saints. And imagine if he stayed at LA or the San Diego Chargers when they had LT and all those guys. Imagine if he stayed there, what they would have became. That would have been crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but sometimes you don't know what a player is until they move and they get into a different environment. I mean, we can talk about that with the NFL this year with Daniel Jones and other players. You know what I mean? Sometimes it's a change of environment to make players really stand out.
Then who does Michigan got?
And I mean, you look at the Chargers at that point in time when they were coming up. It's not like they lacked in quarterback talent after he left. Phillip Rivers was a beast. You know what I mean? Yeah. He never won the big one, but he had one hell of a career, and he'll probably be. Well, the only thing holding him back from maybe being a Hall of Famer is the fact that he didn't win the Super Bowl, but he had Hall of Famer numbers throughout his career.
Well, yeah, but also he came in that era where Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, and all that. Like it was that era. It was those two you had to go through, and it was hard. But back to college football, who does Michigan got this week?
The next game they have on here. I don't know if this is accurate. I'm going to have to maybe go to a different website. But the next game they have scheduled on here is November the 15th at Northwestern, and they're playing at Wrigley Field in Chicago.
That's weird.
Hang on. Okay, so they beat
a real quick update to everybody out there who's still listening to us. YouTube is fully functional. So if you go to YouTube, search the PFC Entertainment Network, you can find us there because I'm on there right now. Video is live as ever. So it is a problem with Facebook.
Yeah, so you are correct, Jason. The next game is Northwestern because in college you get 2 bye weeks.
Yeah.
Yep,
okay.
So they play Northwestern the 15th, 22. They play Maryland, and then it's the 29th is Ohio State. So they get another bye week and all that. So, but I think it's time to transition to some NFL because there's a lot to talk about.
Hang on 1 second.
I
got to show love here.
Yeah, who does State got?
On the 15th, Michigan State has this weekend off as well. But when they go back to action, they will be hosting, Penn State. So
you never know. You never know.
That is a winnable game for the Spartans.
It is. And then what? They have Ohio State after that, and then Michigan. Or no, I don't know who they finished the schedule with.
They have Iowa and then Maryland. They close out at Maryland. So
okay.
All right.
Nobody want to comment on my sound drop there?
Fuck off.
Michigan State. Fuck off.
That's what I think about your soundbite.
I don't even follow college football at all. Like I watched the Natty a couple of years ago. You know what I mean? Like I leave that up to you guys.
It's a lot of fun to watch.
It's a lot of fun. It confuses me because the rules are different than NFL, and I'm huge.
A little bit, not much, but a little bit. But let's get into your
NFL. Hold on, before we get into that,
I see you didn't use 2 sides of the paper.
I don't use 2 sides of the paper.
You should learn, you fucking idiot.
I only have 1 side of the paper. And Jason, you know that this is
there's 2 sides of the paper.
Number 49. We are 1 away from being sports reel number 50.
And that's when you should use 2 sides of the paper.
And I know we're over a year already. Granted, we've been going live for over a year, but we did miss some shows. So this is sports reel number 49. Next week will be sports reel number 50. We are halfway to 100, Jason. When we hit 100, we're going to have some type of crazy giveaway.
Big celebration.
We all got to be in the same studio for that. Yeah. I'm just saying, because I joined and all that, we got to be in the same studio for that one.
Yeah, show 100, definitely. We need to get into all the same studio at some point, anyways, just so we can drink. Jason, you need to get a fucking.
He does have a month off coming up, so that's when it's got to happen.
You do, so we're gonna have to do it. There's a nice
beanbag chair you can sleep on. Trust me, I slept on it when I watched his dogs. It's pretty nice.
I saw you pouring into a bottle there, and I got some from that same company that's a lot better than that bottle that you're pouring into. So you probably enjoyed it a lot.
Listen, you just can't go wrong with the classics. You know what I mean?
Oh, I got some stuff that's better than that from that same company. So,
all right.
But yeah, let's do that. You got a few weeks here before you're off for a month. And we're gonna have to get together from the Sheridan studio because I got a whole setup here, and we can all get on camera at one time. So let's plan it out and have a good show. I'm trying to go rare air right now and try to just kind of span this thing out because Eric's gone, and I want you to fill us in on our standings. I know I didn't do that hot. I know none of us did that hot this past week because there was a lot of fucking upsets. But I want Eric to be here to hear this. So
it screwed me up because I jumped over to the YouTube side of things here just to see where we were at on YouTube. Then I look over on my phone, I've got Facebook still pulled up, and Eric is still on the screen. I'm like, what the fuck's going on right now? It screwed me up. And then Riverside is live as live can be.
Yeah, YouTube's live as live can be. It's fucking Facebook. I don't know what's going on. Facebook must be getting hacked right now. So the Facebook feed is just down. So I do apologize to people listening to this back. I don't know if they can still hear us because we're still getting comments. Scott, where are you watching us from? Are you still on YouTube or are you somewhere else? Because I'm still getting comments from Scott here.
Dude, he's watching on a computer. Duh.
Are you on Facebook still, Scott? Are you still picking us up there?
Facebook has been lagging, he's saying.
Yeah, so he's got to be on Facebook. But all right, Jason, lead us. Yeah, I'm locked up. I'm still at the beginning of the show on mine. I'm getting all the comments, so somebody's picking this shit up. But
let's go.
Yeah,
NFL troll.
Yeah, so Scott's with us on Facebook, so people can still hear us on Facebook. It's just lagging. Mine's not working. But yeah, Jason, lead us off with how we did this past week.
My 12-ounce curls are still working.
All right. God damn it, Eric.
Yes, I'm doing better. Yes.
You and Tim and Eric both went.
I'm in that conversation.
Shut up,
Tim. Eric went 8-6 last week.
Okay.
I went 7-7.
I gained another one. I gained it.
With that, Eric is now in second place behind Tim, but only above me by one. Yeah. So we're still very much neck and neck here. But Tim had he's doing very well. He's at 87.
He's consistent.
Eric is at 76 and 58, and I am at 75 and 59.
What was I at again? Because I didn't hear it. Eric talked.
87, 48.
All right, so I'm still above 500.
Most definitely.
I gotta start guessing, man. Because there's Arizona last night. There's some upsets coming. You just got to start feeling out the teams and getting more into that. So
yeah, we had a lot of upsets this past week.
We did.
It was.
You should have chose your Carolina Panthers, man.
God damn it!
You should have stuck with that.
As soon as I saw that game, man, I'm just like, of all times,
I'm like, man, I should have switched mine. Tampa Bay and Vikings pick, and pick the Lions to beat Tampa Bay, and then pick the Vikings to beat the Lions. But it happens. But some upsets it's happening more and more later in the season, and it's getting crazy.
Yeah, Tim, I have no doubt you have some stats from specific games here, but the one thing that I would like to make mention, I watched just the gruesome injury during
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
In Seattle game on Sunday night, and Jaden Daniels, god damn it. Bad, bro. He's done.
Oh yeah.
There's just I didn't see the severity of it when I was watching it live because I was watching it at work. But I saw the replay on slow-mo. An arm is not supposed to bend the way that his did.
Dude, that was full
Maybe if it was double
dislocation.
jointed, but
Full
not that
dislocation. I saw his fucking bone popping out. There was no, yeah. Luckily, it's his non-throwing arm. So
still though, fuck.
Yeah,
he can just put that shit in a cast and come out next week. Fuck it. Play like the Yamamoto would do it.
All right.
Shohei would do it.
Get into your stats. Tim's 2 minutes of stats. Hurry up.
Tim's got 2 minutes of stats. I'm covering the games that I watched last week, and we had some exciting games. Jason's taking a piss. I don't know where he's going, but apparently he doesn't like the NFL. Like I like the NHL, but that's usually when I pee because I follow other sports.
I understand it.
And Eric just went and peed for no reason at all.
Well, you guys were jibber jabbering. It was like perfect time.
We had to jibber jabber even longer because you took so fucking long.
Okay, fuck off.
But you let Pepper upstairs, right?
I did.
All right, rock
and then
on.
Matza tried coming downstairs. I had to yell at her to get upstairs, so it took me a little bit longer.
Yeah. Okay.
Fucking
So first game, Lamar's back. Ravens 28, Dolphins 6. That doesn't say much because it's the Dolphins, but Lamar's back. He looked great. Lamar went. You got some comments on that?
I was just saying with how the Dolphins looked the week prior, it shouldn't have been just 6 points.
Yeah,
it looked fucking horrible, but continue.
But yeah, Ravens are a completely different team when Lamar's on the field.
Yeah, when you have him on the at helms of the court, yeah, it's a whole different team.
So Lamar went 204 passing yards, 4 touchdowns. Henry 119 yards rushing, another good week for him. Flowers 64 yards receiving. Compared to Dolphins, Tua 261 yards passing. A-Chain 67 yards rushing, and Waddle 82 yards receiving. Ravens just kind of ate them up, and they made some moves in trade deadline here. Free agents here. I'll look that up here in a second. Yeah. We'll go through it here in a second with what the trade deadline brought up. But Ravens were one of the ones that made a move. Bears made a move also. We'll move on to it. Bears 47, Bengals 42. This is a fucking crazy game.
We all picked the Bengals, too. I know that.
A crazy fucking game. And you want to, once I get into these stats, you go, how the fuck did the Bengals not win this game?
Real quick, Eric, I chose Chicago.
You did choose Chicago. You're all right. You did choose Chicago. You should have chose the Bengals. I would have been 2 games ahead, damn
it. Bears, Caleb Williams went 280 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Fucking Monane guy. I don't even know who the fuck this.
Hell yeah, I like that name. My name guy.
Back up for Swift. 176 yards rushing. What'd you say?
Said my naked guy. Like my naked guy? Like that's what it sounds like.
My naked guy.
That's what it sounds like.
This guy's fucking name.
That's what I just went with.
But I got mad respect because he went for 176 yards rushing.
God dang. Jason had to take his hat off or shirt or hat off. It's
next
so
is the shirt. Jason, the shirt coming off next.
His head's red as hell, man. He's
no shirt staying on. We want to keep people on the show.
Well, the ones that can actually fucking watch us. Loveland, 118 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Now, this is where it gets a little twisted when you look at the fucking Bengals.
Joe Flacco, like 400 yards or something?
Joe Flacco, 470 fucking yards. Jesus. 41 years old, 470 yards.
Why didn't I bet on 450 yards for him to throw that? I would have made
4 touchdowns. 4 touchdowns. Brown went for 37 yards rushing. Higgins, 121 yards receiving, 2 touchdowns. Now, you look at those quarterback numbers.
Where the fuck is Jamar Chase?
Caleb Williams, 280 compared to Flacco, 470. Who do you think, if you didn't know who won this game, who do you think won that game? Bengals all the way. No, Bears won that game. Fucking crazy game. The last 2 minutes of the game were fucking insane. If you haven't seen it, go watch
the Bengals didn't have a fucking defense. If they had a defense, they'd be winning a lot more games. You don't take out Joe Flacco and Joe Burrow comes back. He's throwing for almost 500 yards a game. You leave him the fuck in there.
Joe Flacco for MVP, which, by the way, I got a huge thing on that MVP
that is not
thing that we were getting.
But continue.
No, I got a huge response on TikTok from our MVP one that you sent me. When me and Eric were arguing about MVP, huge response.
Yeah,
nobody said Flacco, but I had a lot of Daniel Jones. I had a lot of Sam Darnold on there. People were calling.
No JT.
No.
Really?
Yeah, it was a lot of Sam Darnold, Daniel Jones.
It's a quarterback fucking bullshit.
Next game. Jason, this one's for you. No, not yet. One more game beyond that.
One more
I'm
game
sorry.
for that.
I'm losing my track on my paper. Next game. Vikings 27, Lions 24. Fuck.
I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
I mean, I got to hit the stats. I watched this one. This one was fucking horrible. Lions did not play their game. And the one thing I have to say is anytime the Lions take a week off, they tend to have a shit game as soon as they come back.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but it was also theirs to lose. They came out in that game, that first drive, they looked hot.
So
me and Chase were sitting there watching them. I'm like, they're going to put up 50 today. That didn't happen. Like they got cut off. That offensive line. Now Mahogany's out. You know what I mean? Like, where do we go from there? You know,
we didn't make any trade deadlines.
We'll get into that in a little bit when I get into the trade deadline shit with all the teams that made moves. But yeah, that fucking pisses me off. Not that you can really get a fucking offensive lineman in the trade deadline anyways, but did they do all right after that? Sure. You know what I mean? And like, we'll see where it goes from here, but that game pissed me off. Vikings, fucking JJ went for 143 yards, 2 touchdowns. Jones, 78 yards rushing. Addison, 48 yards receiving. This is another game that you look at and go, who won this game? Goff, 284 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Monty, 40 yards rushing, 1 touchdown.
He didn't fumble, though.
Yeah, Laporta, 97 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Who won that game? If you didn't know the score, you would think the Lions won it off the fucking stats. No, the fucking Vikings won it. And if it wasn't for a blocked field goal and a couple bad calls, I do have to say this right now. I'll put this out there.
Uh-oh.
They had a couple bad calls. The fucking roughing the passer on fucking Hutch.
No, you mean Campbell.
Bullshit.
Campbell.
No, even the Hutch one where his leg barely slapped him.
I didn't see that one.
Yeah, where his leg barely slapped JJ. They called roughing the passer. It was the biggest bullshit I've ever seen. That was on a 3rd down situation. Would have put it back. Would have got the ball back.
It's Detroit versus everybody, man.
The same thing with Campbell. They called roughing the passer on Campbell on 3rd and long.
Didn't drive him into the ground.
He didn't drive him into the ground. He landed on his knees. He had his hands out. He landed on his knees. Should not have been a roughing the passer. Fucking bullshit.
He literally put himself in harm's way because he could have broke his fucking wrist.
Yeah. Like that was the biggest bullshit. That was the 3rd and long. That would have changed the game right there. But at the same time, the Lions offensively, John Morton, get your fucking shit together. Stick with the run. Monty was getting 4 to 5 yards of run. Stick with it. Establish that. Stop trying this play action shit when you haven't established the run yet. That was bad playing calling on fucking Morton, and that was the first game where I felt like he really fucked up with his play calling, and I do have to say that. Like, they'll figure this shit out. Yeah, I mean, Scott just said right there, bad calls aside, we had too many chances and we blew it. Exactly, 100%. This is the losses on the Lions this week. It was bad play calling, it was bad calls by the refs, and it wasn't enough offensive output. And that's probably because of the play calling. This is besides week 1, this week right here was all on John Morton. I have to say the play calling was fucking horrendous.
No, the team wasn't prepared. It was on Dan Campbell. He admitted it. It was on Dan Campbell.
Dan Campbell's going to take the blame, but he doesn't. He doesn't call any plays.
He didn't get them prepared though.
He had them prepared. The defense played their asses off.
No, they didn't get them prepared. Go to the next stats. We're not getting into this.
All right, Jason, this one's for you. Panthers 16 over the Packers 13.
Fucking ridiculous.
None of us saw this one come up. But thank God. Thank God your Panthers stepped up because it kept the Lions in the running here. It didn't hurt us a bad because your Panthers fucking stepped up. And hats off to your Panthers, bro.
Eating that cheese, baby.
They're whooping some fucking ass this year.
That's what I wanted to make mention real quick, if I could.
I just want to mention, I can't wait for my beard to be all white like Jason's, so I look like Santa Claus.
It's not all it's cracked up to be, but be that as it may. The Carolina Panthers for the longest time have been a laughing stock in the NFL, and I've gotten a lot of shit, for being a Panthers fan. And I want to make this perfectly clear here live on the air. I gravitated towards the Panthers on day 1 when they came into the NFL, when they became an expansion team. I'm like, I'm going to root for this team. I have watched them go to the Super Bowl. I have watched them lose the Super Bowl. I have watched them go through seasons only one game. I've watched them go through it all. And there was something about this team coming into this season where it didn't start out great. But I was like, man, there's something. I feel like there's something special about ready to happen with this team.
They're putting the pieces together, man.
They are. And I got some shit at work last week about hopping on the Carolina bandwagon, to which I said, well, just, hang on a second. Let me get on the air and make this abundantly clear. So for any of you specifically, Ben, you can go fuck off.
Yeah, fuck off, Ben. You're a little bitch.
I have been a Carolina Panthers fan from day one. I am not a bandwagon fan in any realm, and I never will be. So, yeah, I get flack for it because they're not traditionally one of the elite teams in the NFL. But when they are rolling, man, I'm one of the most proud Carolina Panther fans that there ever will be. And
let me put it this way: you had a receiver like Steve Smith. God, he was iconic. He made 5'9", and he did what he did to whoever the fuck he wanted to, was great. Then you had the Carolina Panthers 2015 that went 15-1 with Luke Kuechly, Cam Newton, Christian McCaffrey wasn't there yet, was he?
Mm-mm.
No, he was not, because if he was there, then they probably would have. They had a better chance to win the Super Bowl. But you had probably one of the best linebackers to ever do it, Luke Kuechly. God, I loved Carolina for that fucking reason. What, he had like 58 tackles in one game? Fucking monster from Boston College. Then you had Cam Newton. Like, it was just, that team was. I've never hated Carolina, but I've never rooted for them. But if they're doing good, I always like seeing them do good. I really do. I like seeing them tear up that South. I like seeing them beat Atlanta, beat New Orleans, beat Tampa Bay. Fuck all them. I like seeing Carolina fucking actually do good. Because I remember they've lost the Patriots in the early 90s. Then they lost the fucking Denver Broncos in 2015 when they had their best season ever. And that season, Cam Newton handed out a ball to every kid. I think he got fined like $20,000 a ball. And he did it every time he scored. That's what it's about. He made kids' life moments doing that. So, yeah, I'm a Carolina Panther for the players that they're. I don't hate them at all. At all.
Sorry to have gone on that sidebar, Tim. Please continue. I just wanted to take my opportunity here to tell Ben to suck my ass.
You know what I loved about that? Me and you were talking and Tim wasn't talking at all. I loved every second of it.
Do you want me to continue my fucking stats or what the fuck, bro?
I do. I just love
Do you want me to shut up? Do you want me to go take another piss?
Maybe.
Like, what the fuck? Where are we at? Panthers. Young, 102 yards passing. Dowdle, 130 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns. He's a fucking standout this year.
They have won 5 games since he started.
Yeah. Like he's turned
that franchise around.
Yeah. McMillan, 46 yards receiving compared to the Packers. That's another one of these fucking games. Love, 273 yards passing. Jacobs, 87 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. Dobbs, 91 yards receiving. You look at the stats, you would think the Packers won. No, the Panthers fucking won.
But they lost Tucker Carlson.
Yeah, they did. That's a big thing. And I wish,
gone.
I mean, I got to give a call out to Isaac here this week.
Yeah, fuck you, Isaac.
Where you at, bro?
Yeah, Packers fan. Fuck you. You lost your tight end, bitch. Sorry.
Let's not be so mean.
I'm 6 beers deep. I'm sorry, Isaac. I'm not. I am, but like
shit.
It's just gonna
we got to have Isaac back on. I was in talks with him this week. He was supposed to come on tonight.
It's just gonna be better Thanksgiving this month when the Lions beat the fuck out of the Packers in Ford Field.
Their number 1 receiver just went out for the season, torn ACL.
Exactly.
Tucker Kraft. I mean, and honestly, leading up to this game, Tucker Kraft was probably, in my opinion, the number 1 tight end in the fucking league this year.
I don't know. Indy's tight end's been doing very good.
He's been doing good, but Tucker Kraft has been fucking phenomenal, and he's out for the season. So that's a huge loss for the Packers.
Yep.
That was one direction I thought they might have went in free agency. They did not go that, but I do know they didn't really do much free agency either, or by the trade deadline, I should say. They didn't really do much. Yep. That was a big loss for them seeing Tucker Kraft go out. Yeah, I mean, way to go to your Panthers. Moving on from that game. Yeah. Patriots are fucking back, guys.
Oh yeah, they're
Tom Brady. I mean, they're fucking back.
He's definitely after Belichick leaving there. He's turned them around, and they're a legit team. Drake May is fucking. He's a legit quarterback.
They're tied for top of the fucking AFC right now.
Nice. Fuck the Chiefs.
They're doing fuck off. Fuck off. But Patriots are back. Drake May, 259 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Henderson, 55 yards rushing. Douglas, 100 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. Compared to the Falcons, who only scored 23 in this game. The score was 24-23, by the way, so it wasn't like a...
It was a close game.
It was a close
Falcons
game.
definitely came back from getting embarrassed last week.
Yeah, and the Falcons have been kind of up and down this year. They've been hot. They can't
keep it consistent. They can't.
But
I'm honestly surprised Kirk Cousins didn't go anywhere. They need a quarterback.
I know. I'm really, really surprised. I thought that was going to happen.
But continue with your stats, Timothy.
Where am I at? What fucking game are we? Oh, Penix Jr., 221 yards passing, 3 touchdowns. Robinson, 46 yards rushing. London, 118 yards receiving, 3 touchdowns. Drake London's been a beast this year, too.
It's crazy that most of your stats, quarterbacks are throwing at least over 225 yards.
Yeah.
But now it's such a passing league. It's crazy.
The crazy thing is the team that has the most yards this week so far. No, the team that has had the most yards
been passing yards
has been the losing team so far this week. And all of these
true.
Stats.
Yep, you're right.
And
it was a weird week 9 for the NFL.
Yeah, it switches up this week or this next game. Next game, 49ers 34 over the Giants 24. I think we all called the 49ers in this game, correct?
I believe so. I believe we did.
Yeah.
You were going to take Scadaboo. You were going to take Giants.
Well, yeah, if they would have had Scadaboo, I would have took him. But Mac Jones, the resurgence over there for the 49ers.
Still good. He's still good.
The 49ers, I mean, they're going to be trouble in the they're right up there. They could be trouble in the playoffs.
They will be.
Mac Jones, 235 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. McCaffrey, 160 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. And 67 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. So he was their leading rusher and leading receiver this past week. McCaffrey's still a beast.
CMC, baby.
Yeah, compared to the Giants, Dart went for 191 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. He also went for 56 yards rushing, 1 touchdown as their leading rusher.
He's still pretty good. He's still coming into his own.
Yeah, he is. He's going to be something to look forward to in the future.
Okay, Jim.
And then Slayton, 62 yards receiving. Moving on from there, we got fucking Aaron Rodgers showing up against this week. Jason's fucking dying.
God, I should have chose Aaron Rodgers. I'm so pissed about that game. I really thought that comment. You didn't see the comment because you're reading your stats.
No, yeah,
the last one from James.
Yeah, from Monday. Jeez, I just look up and Jason's fucking dying right now.
No, he's fucking red like Clifford.
His fucking red. He's fucking dying.
He's been taking shots of Jack, man. He's feeling it.
Let's
feeling good.
Let's talk about the fucking Pittsburgh Steelers right now.
Aaron Rodgers is doing Aaron Rodgers thing.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers come out again.
God, that pissed me off. I wish I would have fucking chose that game. Who did we pick for that game? Who did we pick?
Every one of us picked the Colts.
Every one of us picked Indianapolis.
Motherfucker.
Yeah,
I know.
I mean, Aaron Rodgers is fucking boom, but I still think they're going to be a wild card.
They're going to be a threat in the playoffs the way Aaron, because he turns it on in the postseason for some fucking reason, and he's used to playing in the cold because he was in the Lambeau for so long. So the cold in Pittsburgh ain't going to hesitate or fuck him up at all.
The only problem with Rodgers, and I love
what's going to happen is that fucking little bitch Patrick Mahomes is going to go to Pittsburgh in the fucking playoffs. It's going to be a game. I'm not saying they're going to lose, but it's going to be a game.
So here's the deal. I like Rodgers. I've stated this before on this podcast after that whole fucking documentary that came out about him, and you actually got to sit down and see Aaron Rodgers and kind of understand him. I've had a
more respect for him.
Yeah, I have more respect for him. I've become a little bit of a fan of Rodgers.
And you've listened to him on Joe Rogan too.
Yeah, I've listened to him on Rogan.
Shout
Cool
out
guy.
Joe Rogan. He'll be
People
on
think
here one
he's
day.
weird, but I really think
He is fucking weird. So are you, and so is Jason, and so am I. We're all fucking weird in our own way.
Yeah. But yeah, I have a respect for Rogers. I mean, he's 78 years old and he's still fucking cutting it out
Okay,
there.
that's a little fucking much. He's like 41, but okay.
Okay, he's not 78.
No, he's 40. Flacco's 41, but
yeah. Fucking Rogers, 203 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Warren, 31 yards rushing, 2 touchdowns.
31 rushing. That sounds crazy.
Yeah. Austin the third, 56 yards receiving compared to the Colts. Here's another one of these games that we were talking about. Daniel Jones, 342 yards passing,
Holy
1 touchdown.
shit.
Taylor, this is the biggest kick to the
Taylor
side.
didn't do shit.
I understand that, Scott. They're not currently a playoff team, but they will be a playoff team.
Highlight that.
Mark my word, they're going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
Oh, don't even highlight if it's about fucking.
They're going to be in the Super Bowl this year.
No, they won't. No, they won't.
They will.
Tim's dreaming.
No, I'm not dreaming. I'm just smart.
Debatable.
Yeah. Jones, 342 yards passing, 1 touchdown. The reason they won this right here, why the Steelers won this, Taylor, 45 yards rushing. If you can slow him down,
They shut him down.
You hold him to 45 yards rushing, you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
And then Pierce, 115 yards receiving. That's why they won that game. That defense stood up and they stopped Taylor to 45 yards rushing. You can do that. You're going to fucking you're going to win the game either way. Next game, I did watch this entire game. This one hurt a little bit. As we all know, I'm a Chiefs fan. But at the same time, my wife was fucking
Josh Allen did Allen things, baby.
yeah, my wife was rejoicing. She showed back up. I picked her up from the airport last night from her trip from North Dakota when she was spelunking. She showed up in a Josh Allen jersey.
I want one of those so bad just for you.
Which my wife has one. She wore it yesterday. And on top of that, she was walking around Chicago airport with a Josh Allen jersey on.
That's ballsy.
And she goes, she got more. Yeah, that's super ballsy. I'm like, you're ballsy as fuck walking through Chicago airport with a fucking Bills jersey on. But apparently she just got a shit ton of compliments. She'll have to fill you in on it, Jason.
Josh Allen's fucking amazing.
On the next episode of Clouse of the Heart podcast here on the PFC Entertainment Network. But anyways, the Bills. Josh Allen, 273 yards passing, 1 touchdown. James Cook, 114 yards rushing. And Kincaid, 101 yards receiving, 1 touchdown compared to the Chiefs. That defense, the Bills defense stood up. I got to give them credit there. Mahomes, 250 yards passing. Hunt, 49 yards rushing, 1 touchdown. And Rashee Rice, 80 yards receiving. They played their game. And statistically, it's the game that they always play.
Because the
Bills are 4-1 against the Chiefs in the regular season.
Because Josh Allen is Mahomes' daddy.
Yeah. They're 4-1 against Mahomes in the regular season. You want to know what the postseason record is?
It's not good. I don't want to hear. I don't want to fucking hear it.
It's 0-4.
Shut up, Tim.
It's 0-4. They've lost every fucking time.
But the regular season, you call him daddy, and in the postseason, you call him little kid. I get it.
Patrick Mahomes is Josh Allen's kryptonite in the postseason.
I will give it to Mahomes. He knows how to turn it on in the postseason.
That he does.
You got another beer in there?
No, actually, but you can run up to the fridge if you want while I go over the next 2 games. Grab me another one too.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll make a beer run.
It's the fridge in the garage.
I know that.
Why go over this next game? Seahawks 38 over Commanders 14. This is the game you referenced at the beginning of the thing with Jaden Daniels with the I don't know what the fuck happened to him, but he got fucked up. His elbow was completely dislocated. He's done for the season. Luckily, like I said, it's on his non-throwing arm, so he should make a full recovery by, I'm imagining, next season. He's not coming back this season, right?
No, I would be stunned if he did.
Yeah, but I mean, if he was fucking Shohei Ohtani or Yamamoto, he'd be back next week. I fucking believe that 100%. If he was Tarek Skubal, he wouldn't be back for 6 years. But fucking Sam Darnold, 330 yards passing, 330 yards passing, 4 touchdowns. Darnold. I was a hater of Darnold last year, and I've talked a lot of shit about Darnold when he played for Minnesota. But since being with the Seahawks, this guy, I mean, he's putting up similar numbers that he did in Minnesota. Let's see how he does when the pressure really starts getting to him because, yeah, he flopped in the postseason. You get any pressure on him at all, he flops. He just folds. But so far in Seattle, he's doing great. Walker the third, 42 yards rushing. Smith and Jigba, 100. Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. Sorry. 124 yards receiving. Commanders. Somehow Daniels popped out 153 yards passing before he got hurt. Rodriguez, 65 yards rushing, 1 touchdown, and Ertz, 46 yards receiving. Now, yeah.
Sorry.
It's the beer, Jason. We're just
great.
fucking burping all over the place.
Burping and a yerping.
I can't even remember all the injuries with the fucking the Commanders on this game.
Fucked his arm up.
He's fucked up. There's quite a few injuries. Go to the Sports Real podcast page on Facebook. I posted them all.
Tucker Kraft is out with an ACL.
I'm just talking Washington in general. Lost 3 players out of this game. 3 players. I can't remember all the positions. One of them was, I think, a defensive end, and there was a couple other. It's just fucked up. Washington's fucking smoked this year. To my final game of the week, Monday Night Football. I mean, it was the Dallas Cowboys versus the Arizona Cardinals. I think I picked Dallas in this.
We all
picked Dallas. This was another upset week. Arizona 27-17 Cowboys. I mean, Brissett.
Commanders lost their linebacker.
Yeah, it was a fucked up week. They lost somebody else too. That's not.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it.
You go back through. I posted them.
Their cornerback.
Yeah, their cornerback's done. So 3 players. Yeah, Marshawn Lattimore done.
Yep, and then they lost.
Frankie Luvo, he was suspended, but there was another injury, I think.
Let me look it up.
Continue.
Oh, right there.
Yeah.
Their safety.
Oh, Luke McCaffrey.
Yep.
He's actually a wide receiver. He's not a safety.
Yep, you're right.
Yeah, he's a wide receiver, so he's out. I think that's McCaffrey's brother or something.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. But yeah, that team's fucked. Anyways, Brissett. I mean, how do you look at this and you go, Brissett shouldn't be your fucking going to be the battle of the banged up on Sunday versus the Lions? Exactly 100%, because we're all banged up fucking too after this past week. We'll get into that here in a minute. Brissett, 261 yards passing, 2 touchdowns. Arizona's been looking good with Brissett at the helms. I don't think I would pull him right now, no matter what. He's been looking good. Their record's 3-5. But they've been playing a lot of real close games. They could easily be 5-3 right now. You know what I mean? Like they've lost some real close ones. They could easily split this and be, leading into this thing. I did Maracado. I can't even pronounce this dude's name.
Avocado?
79. Avocado went for 79 yards rushing. That's after they took the pit out. And then Harrison Jr. had a good week, 96 yards receiving, 1 touchdown. They were matching up pretty good.
Career high.
Cowboys, Prescott, 250 yards passing, 1 touchdown. Williams, 83 yards rushing. Lamb, 85 yards receiving.
They didn't throw his first ball to him until the 3rd quarter, CeeDee Lamb.
Yeah, I mean, but you got Pickens too, but
it don't matter. That's CeeDee Lamb, man. Come on, you gotta get him some touches.
I'd be feeding Pickens. He was doing great for him when fucking. Maybe that's why they're starting to suck again, because all of a sudden Lamb is back and they're
spread it out.
They're trying to spread it out. Just go to Pickens. He was fucking killing it for you while fucking Lamb was hurt, and that. But I mean, the fucking Dallas is serious. They made some moves. In this thing. I want to get into that here in a second.
Get into your moves. Move, man.
Now that we're talking about this, because this is part of me that pissed off, because Scott brought up here a second ago is going to be the battle of the banged up on Sunday versus the Lions. We lost Mahogany. He's going to be out for a while. Kirby Joseph still out.
We might not even have Sewell.
Sewell, he got banged up. Decker banged up.
Bang coming at you, Chang.
And not that you're gonna really pick up a fucking offensive lineman in the fucking by the trade deadline. They don't move a lot. Big moves. I don't want to go over all of them. I just want to go over the ones that make the most fucking sense to go over. So
none of them.
Dallas made some moves. They got after this loss, they got Quentin Williams from the Jets. Or Quinnen Williams from the Jets. That was one of their big fucking defensive ends right there. That was one of their star players. They picked him up, but they traded Mazzie Smith, a 2026 second round draft pick, and a 2027 first round draft pick in order to get him. That's a huge pickup. They got an edge rusher now. or not an edge rusher. I'm sorry. He's a defensive tackle. So they beefed up the middle of that line a little bit. But that wasn't the only move that they made. Chicago Bears, they got a defensive end. They got Joe Tyron Shoyika from the Browns for a 2026 6th-round draft pick. They also gave up a 2027 7th-round draft pick to trade for that. The Seahawks made some moves. They got Rashid Shaheed from the Saints. Huge pickup. He's a hell of a receiver. They gave up a 4th round and a 5th round, 2026 4th round and 5th round to pick him up. The Colts. This is the fucking big one right here. The Colts are already fucking banging out. They're the best team in fucking football right now. They traded the Jets to get fucking Sauce Gardner. Did you hear that? Did you know that?
Who traded against Sauce Gardner?
The fucking Colts have Sauce Gardner now.
Damn, they're going to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they gave up a 2026 first round and a 2027 first round and a Donnie Mitchell wide receiver to get Sauce Gardner.
Yeah.
So the Colts, who are already the best team in football,
are fucking cooked.
Yeah.
Chiefs are cooked.
The Colts, who are already the best team in football, just got Sauce Gardner from the Jets.
See that is fucking. They're cooking the Colts, man.
That one fucking hurt.
The Colts are cooking the Chiefs, baby.
The Colts are making moves to make a run to go to the Super Bowl this year.
Huge. But also, you gotta think. What is Aaron Glenn cooking up for next year, though? What is he seeing?
I don't know, because he was fucking. Apparently, he slept through his alarm.
Fucking seeing.
He slept through his alarm today and didn't make any moves to fucking.
He's made trades though. He's going to develop just like Dan Campbell.
He didn't make any fucking trades. They didn't do anything at the trade.
They just got a 1st round pick from Sauce Gardner.
No, that was you were talking about. What did you just say?
Sauce Gardner was on the Jets.
Yeah, he was on the Jets.
And
oh, you said Aaron Glenn. Oh yeah, no. So you're cooking up. Sorry, I'm fucking drinking beer.
You're not drinking fast enough and still comprehending.
Yeah. Yeah. No, okay. Yeah. What's he cooking up? Like they're rebuilding. Exactly. The Jets are rebuilding.
Yeah, he's gonna rebuild, and that's the best. But I wish he wasn't gonna trade him to Dan Campbell. I wish he would have been like, hey, brother, give me that corner. We could use him. That'd have been great.
Let's rewind this about a minute and a half so I don't sound so stupid. Because he said Aaron Glenn, and I thought he was talking about the Lions.
No, he's doing what Dan Campbell's done. Is they're gonna.
The Lions didn't do shit.
No, nothing.
Jacksonville got Jacoby Myers. Big pickup for them. Jacksonville's kind of floating down there right now. They've been hot. They've been cold. They've been hot. They've been cold.
They're back and forth.
Yeah, they give a 4th and a 6th round for them. Dallas Cowboys, another pickup. They got a linebacker, Logan Wilson, for the Cincinnati. They gave up a 7th round draft pick to get him. The Ravens got Draymond Jones from the Tennessee Titans for a 2026 conditional 5th round pick. I'm trying to look for Eagles. Another team, number 1 in the fucking NFC.
They got Alexander.
Yeah, they got fucking Jair Alexander for a 7th round pick. Why the fuck didn't we make that?
Because we develop. That's what we do. We're not going to trade.
Didn't we make that call? Are we not serious about going to the fucking Super Bowl this year?
Hey,
this is the part that fucking pisses me off.
Calm down.
I'm not going to get pissed off.
The beer.
I'm so fucking pissed right now. How
he just said I'm not going to get pissed off. He's like, I'm so pissed off.
Goes for a 7th round fucking draft or a 7th round fucking pick, and we didn't make that fucking phone call
because he doesn't like Detroit because we spanked his
Brad
ass.
Holmes, did you sleep through this motherfucking trade deadline? Did you stay sleeping the entire fucking time? We got fucking Kirby Joseph out right now. He's still hurt.
I'm gonna
Our fucking offensive line is fucking banged up. Our secondary is banged the fuck up. And you can't fucking draft to try to add some depth, or you can't fucking trade to try to add some depth to it. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Dude, we're just going to talk to people that are just sitting on the couch. And we're going to bring them in free agents.
Scott, I agree with you 100%. He will not trade, but he's done it in the past. And I was really hoping with as banged up as we are right now, he'd make a move.
We're banged up more last year, motherfucker.
And I don't think Alexander was the right call. To be honest with you, I'm going to speak frankly right now. I think Muhammad's really stepped up this year off that other edge, and I feel really comfortable in that position. But I would have really liked to try to squeeze a safety out somewhere, because with Kirby banged up and Brian Branch, you know, hopefully he holds his shit together this year. I agree with
Relax.
you.
Relax,
He cares
Tim.
about picks too much, but right now, like we're
Develop.
you looking at the outlook of the NFL right now.
Develop.
There's other teams that are surpassing us at this point. I mean, the Eagles are making moves to to run forward again. I mean, on the AFC side, Indy's fucking killing it. So I mean, are we looking at a fucking Colts fucking Eagles Super Bowl this year? It's a fucking
No,
possibility.
you're looking at a Colts Tampa Bay Super Bowl. Just want to say I had to piss you off, but we need to get into our picks because it's getting late.
Hold on a second. We still have a couple of minutes.
It is 7:56, motherfucker.
The
We don't
Eagles
have a couple
received
minutes.
cornerback Michael Carter II for a and they gave up a 2027 seventh round pick to get him, and they trade the New York Giants received John Mechie III, sixth round pick. So there's fucking thing. Eagles really try to make another run at it. Pittsburgh made a trade for another safety, Kyle Duggar. San Francisco. The Rams cornerback, they got Roger McQuarrie for a 2026 round draft pick for a 2026 conditional round, 5th round draft pick. Jaguars got Greg Newsome. I'm trying to see any more big. Okay, so that was October.
We're talking about trade
good.
deadlines, though.
We're
The
good.
Jets do have 5 first-round picks between 26 and 27.
Yeah,
So
no,
that's a good amount.
yeah. I mean, they got 2 just for Sauce Gardner, so they're good right there. Facebook looks like it's back up and running. Maybe. No.
Well, let's get into our picks, though,
No.
because we got to start gaining some ground on Tim, and because he's a little Timothy.
Yeah, let's get into our picks. Let's talk about how do you guys, before we get into that real quick, how do you guys feel about trade deadline with the Lions not picking anybody up, because it pisses me off because we have some injuries that I think we
haven't made any trade. We haven't made any trades before the season, during the seasons.
Well, we did last year.
Who did we fucking trade for last year?
Zadarius Smith.
Oh, holy fuck. Yeah, an old man that didn't do shit for us. He got 3
He
sacks.
did actually good for us.
How many sacks did he get? Look that fucking shit up last year for us.
3.5 or 4.5 or something.
Yeah,
but
not fucking shit.
without Hutch on that line, it looked good. And I
Not
don't
shit,
think we
but
needed an edge.
when Matt Crosby was on the fucking line, when Trey Henderson was on the line, you went for Zadarius Smith. Now this year, I got to step out for family reasons.
Well, they're not going to go to that.
Fucking
And also,
now bet. Couple fucking weeks later, when the Philadelphia's kicking ass, he's gonna be like, "Yeah, I'm coming out of retirement."
so here,
Bet you that. No, we didn't do fucking shit last year when we had 22 fucking defensive players on IR. We did not trade for shit. So you're more upset about this year. I'm more upset about last year because we were cooking more last year than this year when it was Ben Johnson and Aaron Glenn's last year, and we all fucking knew it, and we didn't make a fucking run then because that's when we had the best chance. This year, we're still a top team in the NFC, but I'm more upset that we didn't do anything last year than this year. This year, we're seeing how Brad Holmes functions. He likes to draft and develop. That's great to a point. If you want to win now, you got to trade, and he's not about that trade.
Scott just made that point. Development is good, but you have to take a risk at some point.
Exactly. You got to risk it for the fucking motherfucking biscuit, motherfucker.
Yeah.
So if you want that biscuit to win the Super Bowl in Detroit, he's got to trade for someone.
And
Max Crosby has roots in Detroit. Trey Henderson is
Max Crosby's not coming. We can't afford
You don't
him.
fucking know
We
that.
can't afford him, dude.
You don't know the
One,
money
I was
they
just
got.
going to bring this point up,
Okay,
and I'll
we're
tell you
gonna-
why we can't afford him. Before
Okay,
we go into our
what is-
picks, let's talk about Hutch re-signing this week.
We're not.
I want to
we don't
bring
have
that
time.
up.
We don't have time.
Aiden Hutchinson just re-signed this week, $180 million, $141 guaranteed. He is the highest guaranteed money out of any non-quarterback in the NFL ever. Do we feel good about that?
No.
I feel great about it.
No,
'cause
I
it's
don't.
4 years.
I don't. You know why? Because Tom Brady made most of his money after he was playing from all his endorsements.
Well, I
That's how you
understand
win Super Bowls. Not paying someone $47 million a year and all that. That's
Granted, you know what I like about it is the fact that we didn't have to. It's fucking $45 million a year. We didn't have to pay him Micah Parsons money.
47 a year.
No, it's not.
It's
It's
40.
180. Jason, do the math. 180 divided by 4.
He's right under Micah Parsons.
He's right under Micah Parsons, and I'm glad.
For
And
47.
I thought for
And
sure he was going
Micah
to go.
Parsons is 47 and a half.
I thought he was going to go for more than Micah Parsons. I thought he was going to get $50 million a year. So I feel like they saved $5 million a year. Just,
Ooh, $5 million. Who are they going to give it to? Branch, Laporta, Gibbs?
Well, the
Who are they gonna
one,
give it to in the next couple
one
years?
benefit that we didn't make any trades, we didn't pay any contracts, so we still have
But Jason,
like the eighth
what is it? What
highest
is it, Jason?
cap space.
5 million.
$45 million a year.
Still too much money.
I don't think so because it's only over 4. It's a smart move. You wanted to sign him for 5 fucking
Just
3 months ago. You want to sign him for
Let's
fucking
get to our
8 3
picks.
months ago.
I'm done with this. Let's get to our picks. You all win Super Bowls. You can't have people wanting so much money. That's why Tom Brady has 7.
I feel you right there.
Yeah, exactly. You have 7.
With your comment right there, Scott. I feel you, and it's going to have to happen one of these years. I just don't know if it's going to happen this year because it seems the rest of the NFL is catching up to what we've been doing. And there's some teams out there right now that fucking scare me. And the rest of the schedule right now looks fucking intimidating, to be honest. And I'm a little worried about it, especially after this loss. Although I think we're going to bounce back because we always play shitty after a bye week. I still think we make playoffs this year. I don't know. The NFC is fucking tough. The AFC is even tougher.
Let's get to our picks.
All right, here we go with Week 10 of the NFL schedule. It starts off Thursday night as the Las Vegas Raiders will be traveling to Denver to take on the Broncos.
I mean, if you look at this past week, you got to go, hey, let's take the underdog in every one of them because we had a lot of fucking blowouts, but I'm going to go Broncos.
That division's too tough. They need that division win to keep the Chiefs at bay so they don't even make the playoffs. That's what I want.
And they're leading the division right now.
Exactly. The Broncos are running. Who you got, Jason?
Broncos for sure. All right, the early game.
I did not say Raiders. I said Broncos. Don't try fucking.
This week, Atlanta will be in Indianapolis to play the Colts.
Colts are having a bounce back game. I'm taking the Colts.
I'm going to take Colts too.
All right. So
Sauce Gardner on the field. Fuck.
Yeah, all of us got the Colts. Okay.
Cleveland Browns will be visiting the New York Jets.
Jets just fucking grenaded their fucking roster for future picks, so I'm going to go Browns.
Yeah, I'm going to take Cleveland. Who you got, Jason?
I really want to pull for the upset here, but given what we've seen here in the last day or two, because we're getting late. Now we're in the double digits in terms of weeks of the season. So I'm going to have to go the safe route and go with the Browns here.
And you are in third place now, so that's all I'm saying.
I know. But I'm going back on the Carolina Panther bandwagon as they will be hosting the New Orleans Saints.
I'm going Panthers.
Oh, Panthers all the way.
All right. The New England Patriots. Now, this is going to be a tough one, I feel like. The New England Patriots visiting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who you got, Tim?
I'm going to ride that Drake May offense. I'm going to go Patriots.
Who you got, Jason?
I'm going to go Tampa Bay.
I'm going to go Tampa Bay, too.
Okay. The Minnesota Vikings will be hosting the Baltimore Ravens.
Who you got, Timothy?
Lamar's on the field. I'm going to go Ravens. Lamar, I mean, he came back last week and he looked like a fucking stud, and I think they continue it this week. And they've only added. There's another team that added in the fucking trade deadline. So they're going to get tougher.
I'm going to go with Baltimore. Who you got, Jason?
I have to go Baltimore as well. Miami Dolphins hosting the Buffalo Bills.
Josh Allen.
Yeah, Josh
Allen. Not
Allen.
even the Bills. It's just Josh Allen.
It's just Josh Allen's going to do Josh Allen things, my guy. Who you got, Jason?
Oh, my God.
That's an upset you don't want to try to take.
I don't know, though. You know what I mean? Because
if your gut's telling you to do something, then do it.
Yeah, fuck it. I'll go Buffalo then.
All right. I tried helping you out.
The Bears hosting the Giants. I'm going Chicago on this.
I'm going Chicago too. No Scatterboo. I'm going Chicago.
Yeah, but they got Dart though.
They got Dart, but Chicago. I mean, as much as I fucking am pissed off about Ben Johnson going to Chicago, he's got that team starting to turn around a little bit right now. The NFC North is fucking crazy. It's all within 2 games, every fucking team. From the lead to the fucking the last place right there is within 2 games of each other. Chicago, I'm going Chicago 100%.
Something's telling me the Giants. The Giants defense is still good. I'm gonna go Giants.
Okay.
They gave up a piece of their defense this week, though.
A piece, not all of it.
The Houston
Jason, hold on. I want to hear what you said.
You said the Bears.
You said the Bears?
Yep.
Okay.
Houston hosting Jacksonville.
Fuck, this is a tough one.
Who you got? Come on, Mr. Football Analyst man.
Jacksonville.
Ooh, he's going Saxonville. Okay.
God, is Caleb gonna have a game? Or not Caleb? Sorry,
I'm like
CJ.
Caleb.
Is CJ Stroud gonna have a game? It's the beer drinking.
I went on a beer run. And you're still
the problem with this is that fucking CJ Stroud sometimes has a game, sometimes he doesn't. Sometimes they look like a fucking what they looked like 3 years ago.
No, they looked like one good team when he threw for 300 yards. That is it. He has not had any games besides that one this year.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
I'm gonna go Jacksonville.
Okay.
Oh, I should have talked him into the Texans. I need to get in his head.
I was so close to going to the Texans. They're probably gonna win.
I should have fucking talked him into the Texans, so we gained one.
All right, here are the Sunday late games.
Ooh.
Seattle Darnold is looking like a fucking MVP candidate this year.
Seattle hosting the Arizona Cardinals. I'm going Seahawks on this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Seahawks too.
So all 3 of us Seattle.
All right. In the battle of the battered, it will be the Lions visiting the Washington Commanders. I have to go with the Lions on this.
Me too.
I'm going the Lions. I'm just hope we don't get hurt on that field because that field is known for hurting players. And that's the last thing we need.
I don't think we have anybody left to get hurt.
Gibbs, Montgomery, Goff, St. Brown, J-Mo. Do you want me to keep going? Don't be a smart ass. Exactly.
You know where I'm going.
Exactly.
Fucking everybody's banged up.
This is going to be a tough one.
This is a fucking tough game right here.
In the NFC West this week, the San Francisco 49ers hosting the Rams.
I'm surprised you didn't take Stafford's fucking stats last game. He threw for 4 touchdowns again.
I didn't watch that game. I was
you have 2 sides of paper.
I write down the games that I watched, bro.
Need to write down more. Okay, who are you taking? Who are you thinking? Because Mac Jones is on one.
Mac Jones looks good. McCaffrey
CMC looks good. They have Kittle back. They lost Fred Warner, though.
The Rams look like a fucking Super Bowl team again, so I'm going with the Rams.
Who you got, Jason?
49ers.
I'm going to go Rams.
Okay.
Fucking another tough one, bro. This is a good Sunday night football game.
It's going to be a great one.
Yeah, this is like from the shit that we've been getting, this is a really good Sunday night football game.
Chargers hosting the Steelers on Sunday Night Football. I'm going Pittsburgh.
You made me pick first the last time, so I want to hear your pick.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh. Hold on, where is it at? Is it in L.A.?
In L.A.
I still think Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh is going to come into L.A. and win. They're playing good.
I'm going to go Pittsburgh as well because I think Aaron Rodgers is on a stroll this year.
I think he's going to start towards the end of the year. He's going to get back to what he is, and I think they're going to make a deep run in the playoffs.
Fuck.
The
Dude,
Green Bay.
That is going to be a great Monday night game,
We're not getting any fucking just easy picks this week.
Dude, at least we're going to have a great Sunday night game and a great Monday night game. Hopefully. But I'm going to take the Eagles, baby.
I'm going to take the Eagles too. And 1, because they made some moves in free agency. 2,
and fucking goddamn Saquon's going to run all over them Packers.
Yeah, they're right on top of the NFC right now.
That's what
they're playing
need.
Hot. Green Bay's got a good defense, but I still don't think fucking Jordan Love is a franchise QB, and their offense has been kind of lacking, and it kind of showed because they can't stay in games. I'm going the Eagles.
Who you going, Jason?
Green Bay.
I knew he was going to fucking say it.
Why are you going to turn your back on the NFC?
That's fine.
Bullshit.
That's fine.
Why are you going to turn your back on the NFC?
Let them lose one on us. That's fine. Let them lose one on us. It's okay. done. It's done. The book is closed. There's no more hose.
It's closed. And Green Bay will be coming out victorious.
You're fucking high.
I wish.
That's fair. That's a fair statement.
A lot easier right now if I could be. You know what I mean?
That's fair. It mellows everyone out. That's fair.
All right. As we start to wind this week down, I want to give you guys kind of a preview of something that's going to be officially launched.
Oh, shit.
Week. Hang on.
Is this what you were talking about earlier?
New news.
Oh, no.
Who's that from?
That's from New Heights.
Okay. Didn't know if you're a Cheats fan.
I'm a
Chiefs
fucking
fan.
Swiftie, bro. Of
You're
course I
fucking
listen
Travis
to New
Kelce.
Heights.
You're like, oh, that's what you are. Oh, gee, we got pajama pants.
I would like to direct your attention to the online store. And for this particular program, we have the Sports Real Podcast Ugly Sweater Pajama Pants.
Fuck yeah.
I'm going to get me some of those.
Oh, my God. This was a lot of fun. This is one of the things I worked on this past week. There is
we have purple pajama pants. I'm fucking getting some purple. Can you get some late 90s Piston pajama pants? I'll get those.
No, I fucking...
Shut up, bitch. I wasn't talking to you.
I'm calling a no on that shit already.
Shut up, bitch.
If it's not the classic right here, it's not happening.
Purple, though? Fuck, that's deep.
Oh, the purple is Creepy Soup, bro.
The Creepy Soup podcast.
It's still purple, though. It's purple.
He's requesting purple Sports Reel podcast.
I can make that happen. There is also the Sports Reel puzzle. There is a Sports Reel stuffed animal. This particular variety is a lion, as you can imagine.
Yeah, it's like Rory.
But you can also get a bunny, bar, panda, and a sheep. So there's that. A Christmas tree skirt. Oops, this is for the Fatal 4-Way. My bad. The Christmas tree skirting.
Nice. Damn. Going all out, Jason.
Well, I do, Eric. This is kind of what I do.
I love it.
Snow globe. Yes,
Damn.
sir. We also have gift sacks with here's
He's got some sacks. You need to get some sacks, brother.
Stockings and a variety of ornaments. Eric, I thought of you when I made this one in Michigan colors.
I love it. I might have to get one for my tree.
He thought of that one when he made it in Chiefs colors.
You should delete that one. You should delete that one.
Yeah.
And also the sweatshirts and long sleeve shirts. So those will be officially launched next week. Stay tuned to all of our socials for the latest information on that and all of our great shows. As a programming note, the Fatal 4-Way will be live this Friday, right where you're watching this right now. We will not be at ONTV Studios. We will be simulcasting on the PFC network on YouTube, Facebook, and right here on Riverside.fm. With that being said, we appreciate everybody tuning in. If you have not done so already, hit the like, hit the share button on our Facebook page. Let's look for the Sports Reel Podcast, as well as on TikTok and Instagram, YouTube. Check out the PFC Entertainment Network.
This is my buddy.
He's fucking dead now. Sorry. There's a spider. I had to kill a spider.
This is my fucking buddy who was hanging out with me.
Dead.
Killed Charlotte. Fucking awesome.
Exactly.
Now it's gonna fucking rain.
I love rain.
Damn it.
All right, guys, go out, be awesome to yourselves and to each other. We'll see you next week right here on the Sports Reel Podcast on the PFC Entertainment Network.
Let's fucking go Lions
and Pistons and
Red
Wings.
Wings.
And go Michigan. Go Blue.
Let's fucking go.
This guy.